Come and lie on your back. We won't put anything under the head because we'll move into bridge pose in a minute. So just bend your knees and bring your hands to rest on your tummy. Shoulders relaxed. Let the breath come and go as you settle into it. You might feel the movement of the body under the hands. Let's take a moment, just a couple of breaths, to let the breath slow down. You feel the rise of the belly, expansion of the ribs as you inhale. And slow, easy, smooth exhalation. So an even volume of breath all the way to the end. One more like that. Patient with the breath. The arms now come down by your side. Set the feet hip width apart, nice and close to your hips. And as you breathe in, rock your hips forwards. Breathe out, rock the hips back, and let's roll on up into a bridge. Planting the four corners of each foot on the floor. Take a moment when you're up there to lengthen your tailbone towards your knees, lengthening out the lower back. And then rolling it down slowly, rounding the back. Feel it bone by bone as you come down on the exhale. Rock forwards, inhaling. And as we exhale and roll back, let's bring the arms with us up towards the ceiling and over your head. Now stay here, feel the feet firm, breathe in. Breathe out, roll it on down, bringing the arms with you. Feel the bones of your back, one at a time, coming back down. And we'll go two more, rocking forwards on the inhale, rolling back on the exhale. Be feeling that movement as you travel up and down. When you get there, feel the whole foot is connected to the floor. Slowly coming down. On this next one, we're going to stay up for a little bit longer. So come up in the very same way. And just stay here. Breathe. Feel the strength in the backs of the legs and the glutes. Breathe and hold that bridge, keeping the length in the lower back. So we're not just expanding up through the rib cage, really using the strength of the backs of the legs and the muscles at the back of the pelvis. Stay with it and bring the arms just down by your side. Stay in the bridge. And let's go a little bit higher, a little bit longer. Another breath. Really tucking your tailbone under. And you're going to roll on down just halfway. Hold it there, breathe in. And then roll it down with control now, really slowly. Lengthen out the lower back. Rock the hips forwards. And then bring it in, knees into the chest. A little squeeze. Cross the right leg now over the left for our thread the needle or supine pigeon. Bring your hands in around the back of your left leg. And see if you can take your left foot up to the ceiling, up to the sky, and twirl your foot. Good. Now, flex that left foot. Then bend the left knee. Let the left knee come in a bit closer to you. Flex your right foot. Good. Now we're just going to let go. Put the left foot on the floor. Cross your right leg further over it. Lift your hips up a little bit to the right and then drop your legs over to the left for a twist. Hand on the top leg here. Go to the breath. Right down into the belly. Feel it in the ribs, in the back. One more breath. Come to the center as you breathe in. Straighten it all up and let's just cross it over the other way. So left leg over the right, we're lifting the right foot up and the hands are coming in around the back of your right leg. Lift your right foot up to the sky. So give the right leg a little stretch as well. Toes up to the sky, twirl your foot. That's it. Flex that right foot now, pressing the back of the leg into the hands. Then we're going to bend the knee and just draw the leg in a little bit closer to open the left hip. So take another breath. Draw the leg in a little more. Left elbow against the left leg, pressing that leg away. Let it go. Right foot to the floor. We're going to cross the left leg further over it. Press on that right foot so you can lift your hips and move them a bit to the left. And then we drop over into our twist to the right. A hand on your leg here. Left arm reaching back behind. And go to the breath. Relax your face. Let's take one more breath. And as you exhale, can you relax a little more across the chest? Draw the left arm, perhaps a little closer to the earth. Deeper twist. Now come to the center. Unwind, straighten it all up. Knees into the body for just a second and we'll have a little rock, roll around here. And then we'll stretch the legs out long, the arms overhead, taking a moment to really get some length into the body. Like a big yawny stretch. Take another breath in. And on the out breath, hands up, head up, roll up. Use the core strength to pull yourself up. All the way up. Let's breathe in, reach up to the sky. Breathe out. We'll go forwards. You can bend your knees as much as you like. Just ease on in over the legs. Breathe into the lower back. Take another breath. Now let's come up on our inhale. And then we're going to bend the left leg. We're going to take it to Janu sirsasna. So let your knee come out to the side, sole of the foot against the inner thigh. Put your hand on that left knee, right hand behind. Breathe in, sit up tall, facing the right leg. And then let's go for it. Bow down over the right leg. Janu sirsasna. Just feel how it is. You might use a belt around the foot or just have the hands on the floor. Go easy. It's not your biggest, deepest Janu sirsasna. It's the beginning of the practice. Just feel how it is. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. And take one more breath. Let's bring it on up, breathing in. And we'll swap the legs. Hand to the knee, hand behind you. Take a big breath in, get tall out of the right hip. A little twist to the left, just a bit. That's it. Now we go over the straight leg. Over the straight leg, directly over. Good. Perfect. Be with your breath. Can you let go in the neck or shoulders, even in the face? And breathe into the sensations without strain. So if it feels too strong, you rise up a bit. And if you can, we'll let this last breath ease us a tiny bit deeper. Let's breathe in and come up. Come over to your hands and knees. Slow motion, cat and cow. Hands firm on the earth. Breathe in. So feel it. You can close your eyes. You lift your head. You lift your tailbone. Maybe a little sway of your hips. Rounding into cat. Exhaling. Couple more times with that. Now, if you feel you're holding a lot of tension in the lower back, when you come into cat pose, see how it feels to just bring your hips back a little bit. Let's go one more time between the two. We can try that cat pose, just kind of letting the hips come a little bit, but not all the way, back to the heels a little bit. Now let your hands go further ahead of you on your mat. You might need to give yourself a bit more space. Directly into anahatasana. So bow your head. You've lengthened now from the hips to the hands. And you're just allowing the upper back to soften here. Breathe. Perhaps the forehead on the floor. Take another breath. Now elbows to the floor. Just come on forwards through a lunar way. So we're dropping our knees, we're dropping our legs, we're coming into upward puppy, not through the forearm plank like we usually do, but just a little gentler all the way to the forearms. And then we lift through the chest. But now play with the neck, with the head here. So in your own way, give your neck a release. Rolling your head or dropping it or yes and no. Feel into the little corners and edges, areas of your neck or even across the upper back or shoulders where you're holding something. Find those spots, breathe into them. Meanwhile, we're in upward puppy, so the lower back is getting a real relief here. We'll take one more breath. And as we do, let the head gently come up. Again, feeling the neck release. Come down, right down. We'll bring our hands under our shoulders and we'll rise in cobra, breathing in. Take it up and then just turn it to one side. Take a little stretch to the side. To the center as you breathe in, keep it slow. Round the other way, just feel. What have I brought? Bring it to the middle. We're going back into child's pose. Big toes together. Walk it on back, hips to the heels. Little rock here. Now take it forwards to all fours. Tuck your toes and let's take a little downward dog stretch. Drop the head. Hips up high. Sway your hips. Step forwards just a tiny bit up your mat, so you have a bit of space behind you. Bring your hands down towards you, all the way to your shins. Breathe in, lift halfway. Breathe out, drop in. Bend the knees. Uttanasana. And we're going to roll our way up. We're going to do a kind of a cat-cow movement here in the forward bend. So bend your knees, inhale and roll up through your back almost all the way. And then bend your knees, breathe out, lift your chest, lift your gaze, come down, almost like a squat, arms on your legs. So we do that again. We roll it up, inhale. And then near the top, we lift the head, we bend the knees, we look out, chest open, and come down almost like a squat. So keep it going. This rolling up like cat pose. And coming down almost like cow. Exhale. One more. Feel that through the spine. It's almost like your head follows you each time. The head is last. Roll it up. All the way up and get to the top. And then gently twist. Just spinning it one side to the other. We can bend the knees. We can speed it up or slow it down. Mobilizing the upper back. You can let the head turn or you can keep the gaze forwards. What feels better? Good. Now let's bring it to the middle. Take it to the center and then lift the right arm up, forwards and up, all the way back. Do that 2 more times. Huge circles with the right arm, feeling into the shoulder, and then go left arm. It's really waking up that shoulder. Good, now let that go, breathe in, arms up to the sky. Now we're going to bend our knees and drop. Swing the arms back past the hips to the sky and then come all the way up again. Inhale to the top, exhale, drop, release. Inhale, we swing it all the way up and we drop it, exhale. It's like a constant movement. As you let go, you drop and then you swing back up again. Let's do 2 more. Like a big exhale as you let go. Last one. This one, when we drop in, we're going to stay there. Drop. Link your fingers. Lift them up over your head. You're in half wheel now. Stay here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Now let your hands go. Breathe in. Walk it on out to downward dog. And breathe out, be here. Step your feet together. Breathe in, take the right leg up. Now straighten it, reach into the ball of your foot. Step it on through between your hands. Exhale. Back knee to the floor with a cushion under it if you like here. Breathe in, lengthen forwards. You can put your hands on blocks if you like here. As we breathe out, pull the hips back, roll on the front heel, half splits. Good. Forwards, inhale. So we're just keeping, if we can, the hands where they are. Exhaling, pull back to that half forward bend. One more like that. Forwards on the inhale. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Back on the exhale. Roll the toes towards you. Now we'll go forwards again as we breathe in and we'll stay here. Breathe out. Come up, bring your hands to your front leg. So you shift the body up and back a little bit. Breathe out, go deeper. Good, now take both hands up to the sky. Inhale, crescent moon. Interlace your fingers, bend the elbows back, hands behind your head. Hold your head. Now let your head go into those hands. Breathe in, open the chest, elbows back. Breathe out, strong stretch for the hip flexor. And open right up into the heart. Big inhale. Breathe out, let go. Hands to the floor. Half splits, but we're going to hold this one as well. So hands on blocks if you like, or even on your hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now go down over that leg. Draw the leg towards you. Deepen it. Inhale. Exhale further again. Now let's go forwards, back to our low lunge. Inhale, we're going to shift around to the left. Exhale, swing your foot, your left foot behind your knee, and just heel toe your foot across your right foot so it lines up with your knee. Now bend that leg to 90 degrees, arms out wide, low warrior 2. Breathe in, so your knee is pointing forwards, your hip is right in behind it. Breathe out, bring your arm onto that leg. Left arm up and over now to open the side body. So just be conscious that front foot is active, the arch of the foot is lifting. That's it. Take another breath. Let the arm go right over alongside your head. Yes, now swing it down in front of you. We're going to bring our hand to the end of the mat, like quite far away from us. Turn your foot, your right foot, toes to point to the edge of the mat. You can even drag that foot a little bit towards you. Take your right arm over your head, your right leg straightens here now. Variation of gate pose. Breathe in, let the hips move forwards. The left hand can be on a block. If you want to make it a little more accessible, bring your knee and your foot a little bit closer together. Gorgeous. One more breath. Well done. Now breathe out, swing the arm down and just follow it on around back to the top of your mat. Move your foot out to the right, get your hands inside it. Tuck the back toes under. Breathe in, lift up that back knee. And breathe out, be here now in this asymmetric lunge. Strong. Step it on back into plank. Inhale. Chaturanga as we exhale, on your knees or straight legs. Now locust. Arms back, float the legs up, stay here. Stay here and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down, just the hands down. Ready for cobra or upward dog. And here we go. We inhale, elbows hug back, shoulders back, strong legs. Open the chest. Now slowly lift through the belly, up and back into downward dog. Take the feet together. Breathe out, take a moment, heels towards the earth. Inhale the left leg up. Activate your foot. Reach through the ball of your foot. Go up on the right toes. Now take the foot through. Left foot up between your hands. Back knee down. Cushion under it here if you like. Breathe in. Lengthen forwards. Breathe out. Pull the hips back. Roll on the heel. If we can't straighten the leg yet, doesn't matter. We've got time. We're going forwards again. Breathe in. Ease it on back. Breathe out. Relax your neck. One more like that. So you're just going to feel your way in through these 3 rounds, moving a little bit deeper, a little further each time. Now let's go forwards and let's stay there. Hands to the front leg. So we're coming up, coming away from the floor. Good. Breathe out. Let the hips move on down a little deeper. Great. Crescent moon. Hands to the sky. Breathe in. Now interlace your fingers, bend the elbows, and take the hands behind your head. Breathe in. Lean. Head back, the elbows back. Breathe out, stay. See if you can feel that stretch in the hip flexor. Now let the chest open, the neck is supported, your throat is relaxed. You could swallow, you can talk. And then we let it go. We bring the hands down. We're going back to half splits for a little longer now. So onto the heel of the foot. Use your blocks if you like, certainly. Breathe in. And now go a little bit deeper. We're heading towards our edge in this one. We really want to lengthen the back of the leg. Stay with it. Ease into the sensations all the way from the sit bone to the heel. One more breath. Now let's go forwards. Inhale back into our low lunge. And as we exhale, we take our hands around to the right, swing the foot behind you, and now move your left foot across your mat so that it lines up in front of your knee, and then come up, arms out wide. You might even drag the foot a little bit closer to you so you can make a right angle with that leg. Low warrior 2, just like warrior 2, but on the knee. Now we let the left arm Come onto that leg, and then the right arm comes up and over. So don't stop halfway. Let it come right over alongside your head. Breathe. Be careful not to let the left knee just get lazy and drop in. Keep opening it back towards the direction of your little toe. Let's breathe. One more big breath in. And on the out breath, swing the arm down in front of you. Feel what that is, what that's like. And then we let that hand come off down the end of the mat or beyond. We turn the left foot, toes to the edge, to point to the edge of the mat. And then you straighten that leg as you lift the left arm over your head. So if you like, just shift your knee, the one you're on, closer to your foot. And that'll make it a little easier to line up. So you want to get those hips forwards, lie back through the upper body. Stay with your breath. One more big inhale. And then release it. Arm down. Let's bring ourselves around again to the top. So remember, moving the foot out to the left side, hands inside. Okay, tuck the back toes. Breathe in, lift up the back knee. We're keeping the front knee bent. And as we exhale, be here. Get longer and stronger through the back leg. Chest and head forwards and up. Back into plank. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Chaturanga. Now, we're going to come right down to the belly. Bend the knees and hover in modified bow. Breathe. You can stay here, or let's grab the ankles. Rise up. Bow pose. Breathe. Freedom in your neck. Now don't crank the head up. Lift the chest. And let the head find its place. One more breath. And then we let go. Bring the hands to the earth. Get ready for cobra or upward dog and rise. Elbows hug in. To activate your legs, chest forwards, toes reaching back. Downward dog, slow motion. Lift through the middle. Up and over your toes and back. Breathe here. One more. Big breath in. Long breath out. Legs pulling back, thighs back, heels down. Walk it up halfway. Hands to the shins. Breathe in. Lengthen. Lifting away from the floor. Lift your sit bones. Now breathing out, hang in Uttanasana. Hold your elbows, draw them forwards around your head. Drop your head into the space between the arms. One more breath. And let go. Hands to the earth. Breathe in. Lift halfway. Come up on the fingertips. And now heel toe or step your feet wider for a squat, turning the toes out. And we sit. Grab your blocks if you like here, pop them in under your hips. Yeah. Good. Ease out your neck. So one more breath. And then let's sit right down. So if you're on your blocks, you can sit yourself off the blocks to the ground. We'll take the legs straight out in front. And then take your right leg up and over. Just put the foot on the floor, wrap the left arm around it, right hand behind you. Now breathe in, lift up through the back of your heart. Hug your leg tightly and rotate around, looking over the right shoulder if you can. One more breath, really drawing the leg into the body. Unwind. Come to the center. Straighten out that leg. We'll do the other. Good. So hug it in. Foot flat on the floor, that left foot. And just feel how it is on this side. It's never the same. Breathe into what is happening here. One last breath. Let go, come out of it. And then before we go into Savasana, I'm going to suggest a kind of a restorative pose, a supported back bend. So you could get your socks, get your jumpers, get your eye pillow, all that kind of stuff, get your blankets. We'll need 2 yoga blocks, supported fish, and you might even want a blanket then or a little cushion as well for under the head. So this is how I do this one. The blocks are at their medium height and there's a gap between them as they make a T. You sit on the ground. Now, make sure you're cozy. Get your socks, put a blanket over the legs, over the body as you settle into it. But the hips are on the ground. The legs are like Savasana legs. And as I come back, I'm going to try and position that one, the leg of the T, under the upper back. Now, you could try turning the block flat if this is too much. And the other one supports the head. Again, you might need a bit more under the head. Because if the head is too far back, it's going to look like this. That is not relaxing. Okay, that's a big stretch for my neck. It's very unsupported. So if I turn the block to medium height, for me, that gives me length in the neck, a soft throat. But a folded blanket or a little towel or something might be needed to give you a bit more height there. Give the arms lots of space because you want your shoulders to really let go over the sides of the block. We're going to take a couple of minutes here. So see if you can get this comfortable for yourself. What you can also do, you have to come out of it to do this, is use the bolster under your legs the way you would in Savasana maybe. So that when we come out of this fish, you can just take the blocks out and you'll be directly into a supported Savasana. Now just let the breath come and go on its own and feel the sensations in the body gradually changing. Take just another few breaths here. A last breath. And as you feel ready to come up, can you bring your hands in, turn your palms down. So you're going to lift your head. If that feels too vulnerable to do with just the neck, bring a hand under your head to lift it. And when the chin is towards your throat, your head is okay. You bring your hands to the floor and you push yourself up with the help of the block under your back. Then take them both out. You can set up your bolster for under your legs, or you can just have the legs flat on the floor. And we're going to roll back down again. So blanket over the legs if you like here. Ease on back onto the back of your pelvis. You want to tuck your tailbone under. And maybe a cushion now under your head. Let your body relax into Savasana with or without your supports. Let go of what you are holding around the mouth. Let the jaw relax. Feel the face soften. Feel the breath. And follow the breath down into the body now. Let the body relax. Be held. And feel the gentle, effortless rise and fall of the breath in the belly now. Empty all the doing. See if you can be with your breath without changing it. And without changing, without moving anything, become aware of the sounds where you are. Become aware of your breath. Take a deeper breath in. As you breathe it out, tip the pelvis back, bringing the waist towards the floor, the kneecaps towards the sky. Now hold your pelvis steady as you drag in the feet one at a time to rest on the ground or the bolster. And then we roll over, go to your side and come up in your own time. And when you're up, find a seat, get comfy for a sec, turn your palms to face up. You can sit on a support or just on the floor. Nice strong spine. Close the eyes and listen to how you feel. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. Bring to mind something, someone you feel grateful for. Let's breathe in, stretch up to the sky. Breathe out, bring your hands together, draw them down to the third eye, the heart center, and the earth. Namaste.